compared to what it was a few weeks ago.
got demoted on this side.
Yeah.
Georgie, come on.
When I got coffee again. You didn't learn.
It's a little better.
Yeah. It is nice. You changed your fancy team yet or what?
Oh, just Fred, man.
Got rid of Fred?
And no, my luck pretty ripping now. No. He looked bad, but the preseason was good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the match of the round 16 here, Men's Premier League action, live from Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. A blockbuster encounter for you between CASUARINA Football Club and Hellenic Athletic Club. Currently, as things stand, with a victory earlier this afternoon to Mindel Aces, you've got CASUARINA sitting in second and Hellenic currently in third on the live ladder. Of course, prior to this round beginning, it would have been 1 versus 2, but it's at the moment 2 versus 3. Victory for either sides will see them head back to the top of the table, the summit. And this will be an absolute exciting encounter coming at you very shortly, and two sides in some great form. Of course, Hellenic Athletic Club coming off the bye last week, so they should be fresh and raring to go. And CASUARINA, of course, triumphant in their 5-0 victory against Port Darwin last Friday. So both teams raring to go and should be in action very, very shortly. CASUARINA, of course, looking to head back to strength to strength, and often is the case with these games, Hellenic and CASUARINA, such tight matches and exciting contests with a lot of goals, and shall see if this one is any different. I dare say it will be full of the same drama, goals and excitement. Hellenic will get us kicked off and underway, of course, in their traditional blue and white stripes, and CASUARINA in their black and white checkered kit. Hellenic going right to left on your screens for this first half. We are only minutes and moments away. Albert Kraus blowing us for half full, and here we are, off and underway. Carpathios to Roberto Sickles, goes directly down the middle of Simon Bell, and that's a debutant there on the ball, Federico Bardiat from Buenos Aires in Argentina, coming into the starting 11 for the Blues. A relatively solid lineup for them as well. Carpathios, one of the mainstays of their midfield, ever reliable player, George Carpathios. Now Roberto Sickles back to that midfield maestro, Carpathios. Turner, the captain, back into the starting 11 after missing from illness last week. And he will absolutely be looking to command the center of defense. Quick throw in here by McLennan, looking for Zelio Casemiro. Zelio Casemiro now on the ball, looking to turn away from Turner. Vong is there as well. McNabb to Stefanidakis. Nicholas Stefanidakis looks to go across for Badia. Substitute on the ball, or the debutant, sorry, on the ball. Now to Carpathios. Looking to go forward, Mashamango. Badia now. Carpathios. Weighted ball across by Tennyson. Andre getting there as well. Strong challenge between the two players, but the ball did go out of play and it will be a Hellenic throw-in. Tennyson now with that long throw of his. McLennan picks it down. Now Vong. Badia gets in the way. Gets it to Raul Yakub, and now Quinlan Tran. Gordon Pereira. Moves it forward for Zelio Casemiro, touching it wide for Andre, and Tennyson just retreats to the near side and plays it out of bounds for a throw in here. That's Braden McLennan, throws it back in now for, of course, the CASUARINA captain in Gordon Pereira, lifting the ball long. The Hellenic captain sees it out of his danger zone. Now Raul Yakub onto Quinlan Tran. Back in for Yakub. Mark Casemiro. He's got pace and he'll burn it in here. Mark Casemiro enters the box, turns a few Hellenic players. Back for Raul Yakub, space, and he has a shot. Parried out. Tennyson, Andre, Roberto Sickles. Early opportunity for the Rowdies to notch in front. Carpathios now sending this ball far. McLennan and Turner allow this to roll and throw us back into play. Carpathios back for Ajeke. Ajeke across to Mashamango, returns to the centre half, and now Carpathios takes a touch and spins on a dime and comes to Sickles, and now back for Ajeke. Ajeke heads wide. Badia now can take in possession and look to advance forward. Stead drives a pass across for Stefanidakis. Now Alexander Turner coming forward with possession at his feet. Matthew McNabb cuts inside and looks to burn away from Andre, and Raul Yakub does well. Gordon Pereira to Mark Casemiro. Cuts inside and looking to find a teammate here. Mark Casemiro lays it wide for Zelio Casemiro. Veteran on the ball and looking to be a threat from these early stages. Jaffa Tennyson doing well, and there's should be a free kick here early on, I believe. Free kick in favour of the Blues. The goalkeeper Kane McAdam to take. Now McAdam drives it down. Underneath is Bell. Van Lingen is there. Reliable centre half, wins it away from Bell. Fannin spans it wide, and Mashamango will just allow this one to roll out of play for a throw-in. Mashamango down the line. Badia competes with Quinlan Tran, and Quinlan Tran is able to escort the ball into safety and take the throw. Pereira comes back to his goalkeeper here, Dion Newell. Now Yari McRae, Van Lingen with possession coming out of his defensive half. Looking to launch possibly a long ball. Elects to go down the line. Turner wins it away from Andre. Now Tennyson. Inside for Sickles. Elio Casemiro has possession. Now Vong can escape with it. Play it on for Raul Yakub. Can come towards the Hellenic defenders. It's Mark Casemiro inside the box here. Mark Casemiro driving it in. And goalkeeper eventually tries to make a save to it. It comes out hurriedly, and Federico Badia on the ball. Can come away from Raul Yakub. Badia does well to play it back to Mashamango. Now Roberto Sickles to Carpathios. Now Tega Ajeke. George Carpathios. Back to Ajeke. Comes to this far side here. Alexander Turner. Jaffet Tennyson. Composed Hellenic captain. Turner looks to send the ball forward for McNabb, who takes it down well. Matthew McNabb cuts inside on the ball. Finds Simon Bell in space. Looks to drive an attempt, and that's a wicked shot. With some power as well. And that needed to be turned away from Dion Newell there. Fantastic save there. Here on the replay. Some space Simon Bell found himself in, and bang goes Bell, and nicely done by Newell to turn it away and behind the bar. Fantastic stop. Hellenic with the corner. Badia coming in and whipping a ball in. Dion Newell arriving and bringing that one down. His graceful possession. Just plays it short to Terry Fannin. He'll turn away and look to continue his team's attacking run. Played slightly behind Pereira, but he wins it in this side, his defensive area. Looking to go through to Mark Casemiro, and just not quite through for Casemiro or Mashamango. Ball goes out of play, and it did catch a deflection on the way through, so it will be a CASUARINA throw. Here is Gordon Pereira. Now Vong. Back for Van Lingen. Comes wide here for McLennan. Tackled here. Fannin comes in away from Stephanodakis. Jaffet Tennyson leaving it behind. Need to be careful here. Treats to McAdam, and McAdam sends it high and long into the night sky. Fannin rises to header. Brought down by Van Lingen. Heads down the line and unfortunately goes out of play beyond Andrade. Couldn't quite be kept in play by Jacob Andrade. And instead it just comes out here for a throw-in. Quickly done to Kane McAdam. Mashamanga. Carpathios. Plays it back to his fullback, and unfortunately for Badia, it just went wide. Not quite able to retain possession there. Quinlan Tran with a throw to Fannin. Impressed here, the Rowdies. And Lingen back to his goalkeeper. And Dion Newell to McLennan, under pressure again. McNabb does some fantastic chasing. And now the run is on here. Andrade. Turner will slide across and win this one. Does so beautifully. And now Alexander Turner with the ball still to Jaffet Tennyson. Looks to advance forward and play a long ball. Badia's on the far side, chests it down well, but only to the advantage of Quinlan Tran. Now it's Raul Yakub from distance, has a strike, and that one far away, and not a threatening attempt for the Rowdies, and it's just shot over the bar from Raul Yakub. Of course, he is on fire with his goal output so far this season. He and Mark Casemiro lead the way for the Rowdies in regards to goal scoring, 9 apiece. And equal on assists as well, 6 apiece from Raul Yakub and Mark Casemiro. They're certainly players to watch for the Hellenic backline. And Matthew McNabb, of course, is in double digits for the Blues in regards to goal scoring, so a very potent man in front of goal. Comes out here to Mark Casemiro. Now Quinlan Tran. Back inside for Mark Casemiro, and look to play a long ball for Raul Yakub, but unfortunately just a little too much power on the pass, and that will go out of play harmlessly through for a goal kick. Ajeke. Carpathios. Back to Kane McAdam. Comes wide here for Jaffet Tennyson. Turns away. And Gordon Pereira sees it out of play. Throw into the Blues. Tennyson now to Sickles, back to the fullback, Tennyson. Now Tega Ajeke. Launching a long ball, Van Lingen reads the fly of a ball best. Now Jacob Andrade inside for Gordon Pereira. Space for the Rowdies to operate here. Zelio Casemiro on for Raul Yakub. Looks to play a ball through here. Vong's taken a great touch, but Ajeke awares to the attacking threat to his goal and is able to cut off the channel as quickly as it developed there for the Rowdies. McLennan back to Yari McRae Van Lingen. Now Gordon Pereira. Pereira looks crossfield, finds Quinlan Tran in space, and now the fullback will look to join in. Raul Yakub, touch off him. Masha Mango into the air and headed off by Badia. Fannin. And Mark Casemiro will look to get to this ball, unfortunately not quite able to keep it in play. Roberto Sickles looks for a long pass. Simon Bell will contest with Fannin. It comes back through to Van Lingen. Forward for Gordon Pereira. Turns on the ball and plays his teammate in, Raul Yakub, to come past Badia. Heads wide for Quinlan Tran. Gordon Pereira. Quinlan Tran. Back to Pereira. Allowed to go all the way through to the goalkeeper, Dion Newell. Of course, already put through his paces by a blistering shot from Simon Bell, and dove effectively to turn it past his post. Van Lingen launches long, looking for Casemiro. Ashamango gets there. He's able to guide it forward, but Gordon Pereira gets to the ball. Strong play by Gordon Pereira, lifting it long for Zelio Casemiro. Federico Badia, and now Roberto Sickles. Pereira standing in the way. George Carpathios. Now Jaffet Tennyson. Back to Alexander Turner. Tega Ajeke. In for Simon Bell. Carpathios looks wide. Mashamango has made an enterprising run. Quinlan Tran quickly tracks back. Ball comes into the box and cleared by Braden McLennan. Dan Lingen went to ground and McLennan does the mopping up there. Cleared momentarily. Hellenic still on the ball here. Carpathios. Mashamango given away, and now it's Raul Yakub. Turns away from Ajeke, and Ajeke commandingly comes over the ball. Skillfully done from the centre half. Nice work from Ajeke. Quinlan Tran gets to the ball though. Plays it down the line. Mark Casemiro. And now Gordon Pereira. Comes wide again to Mark Casemiro. Looking to come away here on a run, Mark Casemiro. Closed down by Carpathios, still retaining the ball, and ball looks to come across for Vong here. Jacob Andrade gets there early. Vong turns well. Carpathios looks to get there, but good dive in from Gordon Pereira. Now Zelio Casemiro looking to thread it through. Jaffet Tennyson doing well. It's come out to Raul Yakub, and there is an offside call within that. Replay on the attempt, seeing that although there was a shot away, the offside flag did rise. was free kick taken by Kane McAdam. McAdam goes long. McLennan underneath the ball. Jaffa Tennyson with the throw. McLennan. Now Quinlan Trent. Yakub turns on a dime there and plays a pass wide. Andre to McLennan. Now Gordon Pereira. Vong. Looks to thread it through here for Andre. Out comes the Hellenic goalkeeper, Kane McAdam. Coming in together that one. Now Carpathios to Stephanodakis. Wide here for Jaffet Tennyson. Ajeke to Carpathios. Jaffet Tennyson looking long. Padia's in space, receives it. Stephanodakis. Strong challenge by Pereira. Referee waves play on. Now Jacob Andrade with space and time. Back to Gordon Pereira. Neatly done to Raul Yakub. Van Lingen to Quinlan Tran. Now Dion Newell. Fannin. Terry Fannin again with the ball, looking to come out of defence. Launching a long attempt. It'll come past Mashamango here. Mark Casemiro in space. Look to take on his defender. Getting mixed up with the ball. Mashamango plays it short to Raul Yakub. Carpathios does well against Yakub, and now Badia. He has space to attack. He looks to lift a long ball. Out for Bell. And offside against Matthew McNabb. McLennan. Switches the play to Quinlan Tran here. Mark Casemiro to Raul Yakub. Gordon Pereira. Andre looks to send it wide, but scuffs off the side of the boot and go out of play for a Hellenic throw-in. Dennison opts for a long throw. McLennan heads underneath it. Stephanodakis forward, back out to McLennan, and then Carpathios and Vong rise. Carpathios wins it, but Pereira comes away with ball at feet. Now Bell looks to come wide and send through Badia, but Fannin cuts out that channel. Mark Casemiro looks to come away from Mashamango. Mark Casemiro. Carpathios wins the ball and plays it the other way. Federico Badia going forward with his side with possession. Comes inside for Simon Bell. And further wide here, Carpathios sends the ball into the box. Pereira, the glancing header, clears it away. Casemiro to Raul Yakub. Zelio Casemiro now with possession. Looking to come away from Mashamango and comes to ground there. And looks to be an injury here to Zelio Casemiro, pulling up lame there in the recent run there for the ball. You can see there on the replay, just grasping onto the hamstring as he comes to ground. Looks to be in quite some discomfort. see shortly if he can obviously continue this game. It would be a hammer blow for the Rowdies early on in this game. They are to lose their front man. He's coming to the near side. We shall see if this will force a substitution. And as he comes to the near side, it might be the end of the evening for Zelio Casemiro. I'm sure action will be soon taken. And there is a substitution coming on, and it's in place of Zelio Casemiro, and it is the young live wire, Charles Adu. And on he comes, looking to revitalise that forward line for the Rowdies. Tennyson. Cross to Alexander Turner. And now Samson Mashamango. To George Carpathios. Now, Kane McAdam. Forward for George Carpathios. Sickles back to Carpathios, and eventually wide to Mashamango here. The Blues content with possession these early stages. 23.5 minutes gone. On the North Crest scoreboard, still no team able to find the breakthrough as of yet. It's safe to say there's definitely been chances, with Simon Bell coming the nearest for the Blues. Be a throw into Hellenic here. Of course, many thanks to the Northern Territory Government as well as McDonald's for their continued support for football for all, especially its live streaming coverage coming to you weekly, Men's and Women's Premier League. Simon Bell looking to advance the ball forward, comes in the box. Van Lingen clears it, now as far as Samson Mashamango. Berto Sickles, Carpathios, dinging it over the top for Federico Badia. Gonna take it into the box, Federico Badia, but cross comes in and does get a deflection on the way through, so it will be a corner kick. Good skill shown earlier from Badia just to get into that attacking position. That's earned his side the corner kick, of which he will take. Curling ball in, swing up, and the header comes in. Saved off the line there by Dion Newell. It looked to be Matthew McNabb who rose the highest with that one. And it was McNabb, and a beautiful save by Dion Newell. Alexander Turner coming at him a little too quickly to turn it in. Great attempt again for Hellenic to hit the front. McNabb trying to get away from McLennan, not quite successful. Referee waving play on. Now Van Lingen to Dion Newell. Now Van Lingen sending it high and long, but a little too long, and it's cut out by Kane McAdam. Just rolls it short here to Alexander Turner. Jaffet Tennyson. Back to Turner. And Ajeke receives possession. Mashamango. Come back to Ajeke here. Looks to release Badia on a attacking run here. Quinlan Tran comes across to it and gets to his goalkeeper, Dion Newell. Newell finds Terry Fannin. Reliable centre half, plays it to Gordon Pereira. Very hard winning midfielder. Good challenge there on Sickles to maintain the ball. Dion Newell, short for Fannin. Now Raul Yakub. Back to Dion Newell and further forward. Samson Mashamanga. Cross comes into the box here, but Dion Newell will gracefully collect that one. And Jacob Andre. Back for Braylon McLennan. A bit of a lapse in error there. Ball still with Casuarina though. Gordon Pereira. Sending it wide and with authority to Mark Casemiro. Now Quinlan Tran. Raul Yakub. Gordon Pereira. Given away here. Carpathios will turn on the ball and retreat to his goalkeeper, Kane McAdam. Ajeke. Samson Mashamango. Turns and goes to the way of his goalkeeper, McAdam. Carpathios. Now Ajeke. Federico Badia to Nicholas Stephanodakis. Run's being made wide here. It will be picked up, but it is also a little late, the run, and it will be offside against Mashamango. So Casuarina free kick in their defensive half. Taken by Newell. Over the top here, Mark Casemiro in space and with pace. Mark Casemiro across goal and not able to find the man in the middle there. Charles Adu. Federico Badia. Advancing forward with possession. Coming wide to Samson Mashamango. Federico Badia now. Roberto Sickles. Matthew McNabb takes possession. Looks to turn past Pereira, but Pereira stands well. Now Raul Yakub. And looking to send through Andre. Jaffa Tennyson's getting there as well. Turning in and out Tennyson, and Andre making a challenge for the ball and stays in. Jaffa Tennyson back to Turner. Turner will be forced to clear his lines long. McNabb looks to come inside. Gordon Pereira strongly done with Matthew McNabb. McNabb away with possession. Raul Yakub standing in the way, and now it's Andre. Vong. Gordon Pereira. Forward for Charles Adu and Andre, but it comes out to Vong here from distance. Has a strike, and what do you want? That one wasn't far away. Goal kick is the signal, but not far away at all with that attempt. Coming wide here, Simon Bell in space, offside flag will eventually go up. It's late, but it will deny Simon Bell of an avenue through to goal. Shortly taken for Fannin. Now Gordon Pereira. Back here for Van Lingen. Possession back for Terry Fannin. Further back here, Dion Newell with possession. And Fannin will look forward. He's found Raul Yakub outside of the football, looking for Mark Casemiro. He's got the pace to get away from Mashamango, but not pulled up there. Referee says fair challenge. Badia. Inside for Mashamango. Cross for Carpathios. He'll come wide here for Jaffet Tennyson. George Carpathios. Nice ball played through, but McLennan immediately retreats to his goalkeeper. Dion Newell sends it wide for McLennan. Comes forward here for Andrade. Looking to come centrally. Badia will come away with the ball for the Blues. In space to have an attempt, but instead to dink a ball. McLennan sends it up into the air. Henderson and Vong are there. Vong tries to get front position. Badia. Federico Badia, skillful footwork there. All look to be cleared away. Nicely done from Braden McLennan. And now Vong. And that is a strong challenge there by Simon Bell, and yellow card is earned by the forward. Ball sent forward for CASUARINA here. Jeke heads it out. Federico Badia will meet it, slides in to ensure it's path to Stefanidakis, returns here to the Argentine, and he'll come back in for Stefanidakis. Simon Bell receives the ball, strong to hold off Van Lingen, and now Sickles to Jaffet Tennyson. Tennyson, a step of a foot, trying to get a switch play going there, but Mark Casemiro intervenes. Raul Yakub, Stefanidakis, nimble footwork to come away. Nicholas Stefanidakis looking to have a shot on the end of the box. Couldn't quite make sufficient contact. And now CASUARINA will come out of defense. Van Lingen. McLennan. Back to Van Lingen. Short ball. Dispossessed by Simon Bell. And Bell through here. Gordon Pereira makes a good sliding challenge. Take it away the avenue of Simon Bell. Raul Yakub. Forward here for Charles Adu. Looks to spin away from a Jeke. Jeke with possession still. Carpathios. To Sickles, and now Turner. Jaffet Tennyson. Heavy touch, but retains possession. Alexander Turner. Now Carpathios. To the direction of Matthew McNabb. Can speed on forward here away from Gordon Pereira. And there will be a card in there as well. Yellow card earned there for Gordon Pereira. Matthew McNabb was away and through there with some electrifying pace, and more or less in football, one of those challenges perhaps that needed to be made. And by all means that Gordon Pereira, not much contact on the player. Might have been the defender that earned the caution there. Nevertheless, a yellow card shown to the Rowdies. And a free kick here of some danger. McNabb comes short across for Carpathios. Ball comes into the box, sweeps in, and that is saved wonderfully by Dion Newell. Another save to deny the Blues there. Nice set-piece routine. And a Jeke got fantastic contact to that and made a wonderful save, as equal was the header Fantastic attacking and defensive plays from Hellenic and CASUARINA so far in this match, but 36 minutes gone on the North Crest scoreboard, and there's no indentation to separate the two. Mashamango takes it past Mark Casemiro. Mashamango looks to get it to Bell, looks to turn away. Unfortunately, couldn't take the ball with him. Mark Casemiro. Back here for Quinlan Tran. Fannin. Sending it forward here, looking for Casemiro, but it goes out of play. A throw into the Blues, this far side. Now throw in to be taken by Roberto Sickles here. To Federico Badia. Comes past, and now Charles Adu has possession for the Rowdies, and challenged by Pereira. Sickles a fair one. Now Mark Casemiro comes away with possession here. Looks to advance forward, and there is a free kick there against Hellenic. It will be a Rowdies free kick. Charles Adu has stayed to ground here. And Mark Casemiro looking to enter the box there, but couldn't quite get through the stature that is Tega Ejeke. And a set piece opportunity here for the Rowdies, which could present some imminent danger. And it is Raul Yakub over the set piece delivery. Raul Yakub playing the ball low here, comes in, and Stefanidakis out of danger. Looked to be a low ball routine from the Rowdies there. Hopefully, I think was looking for Mark Casemiro to just turn it in there. Thrown in Vong. Adu wide for Charles Adu again. Here he's on possession, looking to put a ball into the box. Turner rises, Andre competes as well. Back post here, Jaffet Tennyson. Comes out for Alexander Turner. Turns away from McLennan. Wide for Matthew McNabb. Attacking raid is on here for the Blues. Matthew McNabb with possession, looking to take it under and turn it in. Thought about the cross, cuts inside on the right. Matthew McNabb back outside for Turner. And he strikes and effectively blocked by McLennan. Numbers here for the Rowdies. Andre wide to Raul Yakub, and now Charles Adu coming forward, looking to play it wide. He's got Mark Casemiro. And he is brought to ground, but referee waving play on. Gordon Pereira. Vong. And now is Andrade. Gordon Pereira. Raul Yakub. Little stray, but mopped up by Quinlan Tran. Raul Yakub. Out to Quinlan Tran. Adu back to Yakub, and looking to find Mark Casemiro with a long run, but not quite able to be found there. Goal kick. The only result there. Simon Bell. Quinlan Tran to Fannin. Now Van Lingen. McLennan back to Van Lingen. Vong back to his centre half. And McLennan. He'll need to retreat all the way back to his goalkeeper, Dion Newell. Competent keeper with possession at his feet. And as we've seen many times so far this half, able to produce the miraculous saves. The flip of a switch. Fannin sending this long. Masha Mango chesting it down. Maybe to the advantage of Mark Casemiro. It's come to the forward. Now Vong. Space as well. Going to advance it forward to Andre, but the Blues will look to come the other way. Nice touch from Stefanidakis. And Rowdies regain possession. Andre. Gordon Pereira. Toes it back, but into the advantage of Hellenic. Federico Badia to Matthew McNabb. Still with Matthew McNabb here. Looking to play a long ball. It's found Masha Mango. He'll come to Badia and look to return ball, but not quite working out. Fannin to McLennan. Long ball is on here. McAdam comes and will retrieve possession. Sickles. Now Ajeke. Mango coming, but Mark Casemiro gets there. And Tran, now Raul Yakub. Only a couple minutes remaining of regulation time in this first half. Vong sends it wide. Mark Casemiro with possession. Now Quinlan Tran. Gordon Pereira to Charles Adu. Opportunity from distance from Adu. Strikes, it's parried. Raul Yakub. Oh, and it's off the post. Could not be quite turned in there from Raul Yakub. And out of play for a throw there. Wonderful strike from Raul Yakub. We'll see the replay here. It deserves to be appreciated. Adu with the wonderful strike, and timing it to perfection was Yakub, and just off the inside upright and out. And now Stefanidakis. The Blues finish strong here. Ball played through for George Carpathios. Going to come against McLennan. Carpathios. Pereira clears it out. Berto Sickles forward. Invite Mark Casemiro to play it back to Quinlan Tran. Inside for Vong, and now Casemiro. Badia coming across and applying the challenge, and it's a bit of a foul there, and so it will be a free kick to the Rowdies. Now Van Lingen. And out of play here for a throw-in. By Tennyson, headed up further by Bell. Couldn't quite get through to a teammate there. Van Lingen and Bell wrestling well. Now Andre. And out of play for a CASUARINA throw. Reached the end of regulation time here. What we play now is up to referee Albert Kraus. Charles Adu. Out by Carpathios, and the referee blows us to the end of the match, or the end of the first half rather. Plenty of action to go in this match. We've reached the conclusion of the first 45. 0-0 is the score on the Northcrest scoreboard. No goals to show for it yet. Plenty of attempts. Hellenic with a fast and flurry early in the half, and CASUARINA have come back with an opportunity, especially late at the death there from Raul Yakub. Hellenic coach Dimitri Galanopoulos will have a lot to say for, and same I assume with the CASUARINA coach for this week is Scott Piper. And quick break we'll have, an intermission, and we'll see you for the second half, not far away.
His son plays it, and his name is Bruce, but you see him, before you see what his price, you give him more straight away. That's Bruce. Let it be. Hey, thanks for Pedro's number. Yeah, it's good. Hopefully we use him. He's good. Hopefully. And new company. Our bosses had enough with the old one. No, we'll give him a lot of work. It's good. Aircon's getting old, so whatever they need, it needs fixing. It's not even worth it anymore. Just replace it. Yeah, but the old aircon's got the old gas, which is very expensive. It's like $1,000 refill, and it's $1.5 grand for a new aircon. Like like it's 5-year warranty. It's more R something, R2 or something. But which one? We just want him. I just accept this cassettes, some big ones, 2 small ones. But if you service them every 3 months, and then any damage is reported, and come and do maintenance too. That's good. We keep him busy. I think I saw the last 2 years. I think about 40 grand, 35 grand for the year. It's not money. And aircons. But then again, this company they do also electrical too. FRM, they do both. Yeah, that's aircon, so to get it up and from the something happened last year where there was a lot of e-boss needing to pay. So they went back to have a look, okay, we pay, then okay, we're paying all these old invoices, but then we found out there's some invoices we can't pay. But then they want to reimburse us. Is that the case, man? No, right? See you later. See you. So in all these years, they're giving him money to work. Finals in Thursday nights, interesting. Let's finish this season off first. Never know what happens. Hey, anything can happen. If HELLENIC a little bit draw, we win it. We have to win all our games, but you only leave 2 weeks. But if they draw, we can end up winning it. Both teams. Who's Chuko? Who? It's going to be weird for the boys. All of a sudden they're playing on the bigger pitch. It's going to find it weird. You go, it's Amber's your problem, man. It'll be long ways again, yeah. It'll be bigger. They'll freak out a little bit, but it'll be right. It'll be like, it's about 5 meters on both sides here, but the length is the same. On either side.
Well, that's longer than
Oh, this one here, yeah, for sure. But this one here is longer. That one's not sure. We're playing on that side. We're not sure on this. But it's about 5 meters each side, for sure. Look, we played better, bigger space. Remember in the middle? Alvin? Yeah. And the box will be bigger for the keeper. So hopefully he can. Oh man. Hey, me and Scotty thought the same thing. Let's put Sua. Sua ripped it. Remember Sua ripped it? In the thing? can't do because it'll be upsetting for the kid. Not lately, yeah. Lately it's been a bit scary, yeah. I don't know because of they just, I don't know, it's been weird. I suppose something weird, eh? They're panicking too much against Casual and White and against Hellenic too. No, they're good. The last day, we play at 11 o'clock. So in the morning is the Hellenic versus Olympic. So we'll know if you got a chance of being in the final. If not, we're like, it doesn't matter, last game. Yeah. It'll be against the Wolves. And the Wolves almost beat Hellenic. They won 3-1 just last week. They've gone to a point now, it's not a joke. They go there, you tell them they got signs down, please help. Mate, pack up the stuff and go, not at the markets. Half an hour later, they're back there again, same spot. What did I say? Oh, sorry, I'll get up. I'll go. They don't understand, man. They're begging. They're beggars now. They come to the point here, touching your leg. Yeah, this is like... In Parap, we look after Rapid Creek. They're doing everywhere. They're doing a night lift at Parap, at Mindle. And it's been happening since December when COVID hit Darwin. They've all come here. And then they've gone back. And then you see, a friend of mine said the same thing. It's the money. They don't know the value of money. The money doesn't last for a week. And they should be lasting for a week. They're like straight away gone. Then you hear this thing in Casuarina Square. This guy assaulted two women while they're shopping, putting in the bags in the car. Hey? Now I think they're trying to get rid of now the bus stop for something else. Then the bus stop's causing problems there. But where are they going to put it?
Always, eh? Just moving the problem. Put it close to the police station.
He's actually right next to the police station, isn't he? They got dogs this week now. They got dogs. There's two of them. One on one side, one on the other. What kind of dogs? Actually, I saw that on TikTok. A guy broke into in America. A guy broke in his house, and they
Got stuck in the door.
they broke in, and you see the mother grabbing the son and taking him away. The father went to rush to grab him, and the dog came in. He goes, "Oh, my nuts!" The dog beat him in the nuts and hold him there, get on the floor. And the father, he put him down, and he called the police. You can see a hole on the camera. Oh, the dog saw it. He's like, grab him, show him nuts, and just put him in. Then you see this other one where they're shooting. This old man shot a guy trying to break in, Zeno. It's bad. Last quarter still. Perfect. So let's go early to Spain tonight. Spain to see the start already. That's the Villa. Start already. Really good.
Or 9 o'clock then?
Arsenal, Leicester, and then Man City. This week, so then the week. I went and I can show you now because I got Grab. Grab. Stanford. And we're playing at home, so hopefully the Newcastle will slide. They look good, man. Right now. Yeah. What's the name? It's 17 8. He goes, you know, they knew 8 months ago that they were taking this team. They knew 8 months ago. And this new coach had 6 months to get him ready. And only 1 or 2 players have been good. Nothing else has changed much. The team's still the same. So what? So what?
No one to go there.
So what? No, mate.
Arsenal, Leicester will be.
Yeah, I reckon. That one, and also Southampton and Leeds.
There you go. Southampton's talking about the second, third league.
Are you serious?
And I'll thank you for joining us for this second half of Men's Premier League here. Only moments away from getting kicked off and underway. And there looks to be a substitution here for CASUARINA. And appears as though Jacob Andrade, his evening has come to an end and is being replaced by Imam Mukhlis. CASUARINA, right to left on your screens. And they get us kicked off and underway. Gordon Pereira. Back for Fannin. Now Quinlan Tran. Raul Yakub. Back to Tran, and now Fannin. Under a little pressure here, being boxed in by the Blues. Manages to get a pass out to Casemiro and wins it off Sickles. And a little too much for Imam Mukhlis. Alexander Turner. Across and over for Jaffa Tennyson. Now George Carpathios. To Kane McAdam. Tega Ajeke. To George Carpathios. Now Alexander Turner. And McNabb retrieves the ball and looks to play in a weighted cross. Simon Bell looking to get contact to it and presented to be an opportunity, but instead it goes directly out of play, and the goal kick for the Rowdies. Van Lingen to Vong. Now wide here for Andrade is on the pitch still, just now taking a right back position. Seems as though Braden McLennan has come off the pitch. And so correction to the earlier substitution. It was Braden McLennan off and Imam Mukhlis on. As Mark Casemiro looks to advance into the box, and a ball coming across, gathered gracefully by Kane McAdam. And now Raul Yakub. Possession, trying to get past Badia. Raul Yakub. Now for Quinlan Tran, Gordon Pereira. To Vong. Now Van Lingen. There is Jacob Andrade taking up that defensive position in replacement of Braden McLennan, who has come from the field. Fannin. And now Quinlan Tran wide, plays it to Raul Yakub, looking to turn away, and it comes to Mark Casemiro, back to Raul Yakub, advancing forward for Charles Adu, looking to turn away from a Ajeke, and Adu looking to get inside. It's Vong, and he had the space and the opportunity to get a shot directed on target, and as he was going to ground, mustered to get a shot away, but not one of effectiveness. Good work from Charles Adu to get into the box there. Nicely done from Mango as well, and then the ball came to Vong, and he elected to hit it on his left foot, his stronger foot, maybe a right-footed, lash across goal might have troubled McAdam, but nonetheless it was a goal kick. And now Hellenic already advancing forward. A momentary halt in play. They go back to Turner. Now Jaffet Tennyson. Roberto Sickles to Carpathios. Turner will come across here to Tega Ajeke. Seeing the run down the middle. Van Lingen adjusting and plays it to Gordon Pereira. Now Raul Yakub to Dylan Vong. Lifting it over the top, looking for Imam Muklis, and Imam Muklis going for the audacious, and Kane McAdam retreating to capture that on his line. Carpathios sending it over the top for Simon Bell. Takes it away from Fannin, and Simon Bell will just allow that one to go out. Throw it into Federico Badia. And now Alexander Turner. Jaffet Tennyson. Tennyson with possession. Getting held up momentarily and look to come in. All ball, says the referee. Play on. Now it's Vong. Raul Yakub. Still with Raul Yakub. Imam Muklis. Van Lingen to Quinlan Tran. Now Ari McRae Van Lingen again. Cross to Quinlan Tran. Now Raul Yakub. Back to Terry Fannin. Looks to come forward. Dinking it over the top and squandering possession that time. Turner. Come across here for Tega Ajeke. Samson Mashamango. Ajeke now. Federico Badia. Now Alexander Turner. Into the oncoming Matthew McNabb. Nicholas Stephanodakis sends it wide here for Samson Mashamango. To come inside. Samson Mashamango. And Fannin looking to put a challenge on Stephanodakis. He still has the ball. Looking to turn it past Fannin. Ball across. Comes back post here, and Dion Newell able to gather that one and look to immediately kick his team forward. Ajeke does well, stands firm and gets the header away. Now Sickles to Turner. Carpathios. Comes wide here, Federico Badia. Samson Mashamango to Tega Ajeke. Looking to slice it forward, but it's come to Vong Quinlan Tran, and now it's Raul Yakub to Imam Muklis, trying to play it through, and now Carpathios. An opportunity for the Blues to break here. They'll come wide to Matthew McNabb, coming against Andrade. Nicely done from McNabb, diving in there. Does well to retrieve the ball as well, does Jacob Andrade. Gordon Pereira sending it forward, but now it's Carpathios to Matthew McNabb. Forward and striking from distance, McNabb, and strike from some distance, and an even better save there from Dion Newell. Good threaded attempt by Carpathios to play McNabb, and he geared up for the shot and definitely struck it well, and Dion Newell is equally up for that save. And corner kick now for the Blues. And of course, Carpathios will come across to try and curl it in. And it comes by Carpathios, back post delivery. Turner puts it back in. Pereira clears out for the moment. And the Blues to come the other way. Roberto Sickles to Alexander Turner. Dinks it over the top here. Sickles space and drives it in, and Dion Newell captures that one in his graceful grasp. Rolls it short here for Van Lingen. Now Gordon Pereira. Raul Yakub. Vong. Come wide here to Quinlan Tran. Intervened by Badia. Comes out to Raul Yakub, and that one just comes off the back of the heel of Raul Yakub and out of play for a throw-in. Thrown in by Mashamango, headed back there. Raul Yakub coming away from Mashamango. Raul Yakub here. Inside for Muklis. Dinked it further on for Mark Casemiro, but not quite able to take the ball in his stride, and will go out of play for a Hellenic throw-in. And of course, many thanks again to McDonald's and the Northern Territory Government for their continued support in bringing this weekly live coverage of men's and women's Premier League football on the FNT TV via Facebook and YouTube. Shamango throws it in. Now Raul Yakub across to Vong on his right foot, and has a strike and out of play for a goal kick. Carpathios to Ajeke. Gordon Pereira picks that one off. Mark Casemiro coming away for Mark Casemiro, just off the forward. Now to play for a Blues throw. Ajeke. Down the line, Federico Badia touches it back for Bell, and that goes out of play for a Hellenic throw. Badia to Carpathios. Looking to go long here. Nice ball as well, and Dion Newell gathers that one and throws it back in, so he's able to gather it eventually. Now Van Lingen sends it wide to Mark Casemiro, who takes it down and looks to come away from Mashamango. It will be a Casuarina throw-in nonetheless. Tran throws it in for Vong. Strong work done by Dylan Vong there. Finds Raul Yakub. Back to Dylan Vong. Gonna dink it over the top there. Clever ball, but not quite able to find the recipient. Carpathios to Ajeke. Mashamango to Carpathios. Brought to ground, and he stays to ground. Oh, and it's off the side of the post and out of play for what I believe to be a goal kick. It is. Fantastic attempt there. All right, Imam Muklis given away by Carpathios, and a shot almost glancing into that far right of the goal. Let off for the Blues once again. Turner. Now he looks to send it long. Looking for Matthew McNabb. He chests it down and in his stride, Matthew McNabb, and needed to come across was Yari McRae Van Lingen. And it is a corner kick for Hellenic. And could this be the moment here, going on to the 58th minute here, to break the deadlock? Carpathios' ball, curling in, looking for a Jeke. Turner comes there at the back post, and it is going to be a throw into the Blues here in their forward right hand side of the pitch. Badia in for Mashamango. Badia over the top. Raul Yakub down for Gordon Pereira. Sickles heads back in for Samson Mashamango. And now still with the Blues here. Strong challenge in by Charles Adu on Carpathios. Still here with the Blues. Their captain Turner to Ajeke. Curling attempt in, and Matthew McNabb looks to have directed it in. It's a goal here for Hellenic. And that is a goal. A wonderfully taken finish from Matthew McNabb, who's put the Blues in front. A wonderful ball, that has to be said, by Tega Ajeke, using the curl of the ball as well and directed straight through for a Matthew McNabb goal. And into this 59th minute now. 1-0. Receiving some treatment on the pitch there was George Carpathios. He'll be coming from the field, and play is to be resumed. Now Van Lingen. Gordon Pereira. Raul Yakub. Now Jacob Andre. To Vong. Spins away and heads back to Andre. Now Van Lingen. Long lofted ball, looking for Mark Casemiro. He brings it down as well. And Casemiro has a strike from distance, blocked by Ajeke. Badia further forward. And now Fannin. Play it back to Dion Newell. And now wide to Van Lingen. Gordon Pereira. Still with Gordon Pereira here. Vong. Andre back to Dylan Vong. Jacob Andre. Dylan Vong. Tackle, but it spills out to Van Lingen. It's with Andre here. Thought about the run and eventually goes for it. Brought out by Turner. Vong with the challenge. Dylan Vong, ball across for Raul Yakub, and not quite directing it towards goal. Raul Yakub just spinning off the boot. Badia diving in there, contains possession, and Mark Casemiro. Terry Fannin. Still with Terry Fannin. Now Van Lingen. Dinks it over for Jacob Andre. Vong. Gordon Pereira. Charles Adu. Nicholas Stephanodakis. Comes away here for Raul Yakub. distance here as well. Good dribbler, Raul Yakub, barreling down goal, playing it across as well. Charles Adu playing it back for Mark Casemiro. Sickles getting back there and blocked off and out of play for a goal kick. Need to lift their gears. CASUARINA. Turn up to Jaffet Tennyson. Now McNabb turning in away from Andre. Matthew McNabb with pace as well from Gordon Pereira. And now Badia looking to keep it in, but not quite able to do so. Out of play for a throw. And that is also a handball against the Blues, so set piece here for just CASUARINA to clear it forward. Newell sends it long and high. Imam Muklis looks to spin away from Tegara Jeke and send it into the box here. Imam Muklis brought to ground, referee waves play on. Now Mark Casemiro coming in away from Badia. And there is a free kick as well. Now, position of danger for the Rowdies. Competing for the ball there, Mark Casemiro coming in with Badia, and there is some slight contact on the foot of Mark Casemiro as he's brought to ground. So it will be a set piece for CASUARINA here. At this stage, of course, we like to thank Ward Keller as well, your territory law firm, personal and business dispute resolution experts, and you can reach them on 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. As Imam Muklis, set piece specialist over this ball here. Be a routine or will it be direct? It's Imam Muklis. Looks to play a set piece routine. Header comes in and it's narrowly wide, and it is a corner kick. Last contact there off a Hellenic defender. The replay here, in comes Imam Muklis, and perhaps a Jeke, the man with the final decisive touch, to send it behind for a corner. It's Imam Muklis with the delivery here. Comes the delivery straight in, and Vong, and it's in, the equalizer for the Rowdies. And we have level pegging on the North Crest scoreboard. It's a wonderful finish there from Dylan Vong. And it has to be said, it was a great corner from Imam Muklis, and it was an absolute thunderbolt from Dylan Vong. And we are all square on the North Crest scoreboard as we approach the 66th minute. Just ticking over there now. 1-1 the score. And yes, remaining 24 minutes will be enthralling. It's all square. Just as I was mentioning that CASUARINA needed to turn up the tempo, they've equalised, and now this game is all to play for in the time that remains. Turner sending it wide for McNabb, but Andre picks off that channel. Andre allowed to run forward here. Gordon Pereira now. Vong. Still with Dylan Vong, almost sending it through for Charles Adu. The Hellenic captain Alexander Turner standing firm to deny that channel. Now Carpathios looking to send it wide. Matthew McNabb comes to receive, and it's with the Hellenic number 23, spins away from Raul Yakub and looking to get past Gordon Pereira. Brought to ground, and the referee waves play on. Vong, Pereira. Now Raul Yakub. Back here for Jacob Andrade. Gordon Pereira to Andrade. Coming inside for Raul Yakub. Dinking it for Charles Adu. Now Quinlan Tran. Adu has to come back to Tran. Slightly behind the player, but he'll get there eventually. Charles Adu. Oh, Yakub looks to go short, but a little too short. Picked up by Stefanidakis, and now Carpathios. Turn back for Tennyson. Now Carpathios. Looks to cross things up here for Mashamango. Back to Ajeke. He'll launch it long. Federico Badia brings it down. Now Tega Ajeke. Comes forward down the line, but his pass is a little astray. There'll be a substitution at this stage as well. It will be the debutant, Federico Badia. The Argentine is relieved from duty. He'll be coming off the field and replaced by the live wire energetic winger, which is Paraskos Coombe. Of course, he too a former CASUARINA forward. And coming on now to hopefully make the difference against his former side. Thrown in by Tran. Comes over Raul Yakub. Roberto Sickles. Ajeke. Now Kane McAdam. Long ball over the top looking for Tennyson. Take the touch away from Charles Adu. Charles Adu dinks it in for Gordon Pereira. And still with Gordon Pereira now. Imam Muklis sending it wide for Charles Adu. Approaching the defenders. Charles Adu dinks it wide for Mark Casemiro. Takes it down. Looks to spin it back across. Behind a few there. Raul Yakub through to Imam Muklis. And he strikes and slices that ball unfortunately a little too wide. Let off there for Hellenic. Finding themselves in good positions now, the Rowdies. There's a cheeky ball there from Yakub through the legs of Carpathios, which set up the opportunity for Muklis, and just couldn't quite direct it goal bound. Now Ajeke. Back across for Turner. And Jaffet Tennyson. Advancing forward, Jaffet Tennyson. Now Nicholas Stefanidakis advancing forward in space. Matthew McNabb's made the run. McNabb, and he's blazed it over. Matthew McNabb from a wonderful position. He was played through on goal there and just couldn't quite turn it in. Nicholas Stefanidakis, must be said, perfectly weighted through to Matthew McNabb in the first time attempt. Directly over the bar. No contact from a save by D'Arnil. Now Mark Casemiro plays it centrally. Ajeke competing. Carpathios, the one escaping with the ball. McNabb for Stefanidakis. Turns on a dime and looks to play through Paraskos Coombe, but D'Arnil arrives to gather that ball. Now Van Lingen. Van Lingen here. Comes out to Van Lingen once more. Forward here for Rowdy's attack, cut out by Turner. Now Jaffet Tennyson Turner once again. Tega Ejeke. Comes for Stefanidakis. To find Carpathios, but Muklis has picked it up and has a audacious attempt from distance and blocked by Sickles on the way through to the goalkeeper, Kane McAdam. Now Carpathios sends it wide for Tennyson. Matthew McNabb. Getting in the challenge there was Vong. McNabb still looking to turn the ball across for Coombe, but Tran does well. Now Mark Casemiro can come away from Paraskos Coombe. Looking to put it through for Charles Adu. Flag stay down, Charles Adu, and that's a fantastic sliding challenge from Tega Ejeke to deny Charles Adu, who just managed to get some contact away on the ball. Never know if it was goal bound or not. It's a wonderful defensive intervention from Ejeke, who, as things stand, has been one of the better players on the pitch this evening. Now Jaffet Tennyson. And here comes the left back for an attacking raid, looks for the shot himself. I'll tell you it's a cross, but the way that one was struck, it looked to be a shot towards goal. And it's out for a goal kick. Van Lingen to Jacob Andre. Charles Adu to come away here. Matthew McNabb blocked off there. Vong and Tennyson, closest players to compete, but comes back for Turner. Now across for Ejeke. George Carpathios. Just to direct it towards Paraskos Coombe, but eventually given away. Mark Casemiro to Muklis. Amasha Mango and the Blues can come the other way. Carpathios looking to come wide. Quinlan Tran gets a touch. Masha Mango. And off Masha Mango, and that's out of play for a CASUARINA throw. Tran throws it in for Raul Yakub. Looking to come over the top here. Roberto Sickles dinking a pass out for Jaffet Tennyson. Now Tennyson out wide here, plays the ball into the box. Van Lingen gets it away. Now Vong will look to chase this one down. Does well to turn away from Jaffet Tennyson. Now Andre to Vong, back to Van Lingen. Now Gordon Pereira. Raul Yakub. Cross to Paraskos Coombe. Now Nicholas Stefanidakis playing it for Matthew McNabb. Turning away from Andre. Matthew McNabb dispossessed, and Simon Bell will try and come across to this and earns the foul as well. Free kick for CASUARINA. Forward by Dion Newell. Attacking run made by Raul Yakub. It's an enterprising one as well. Comes past Roberto Sickles. In comes Raul Yakub. Ball over the box, and Alexander Turner's there to see that one out. Throw in for CASUARINA still. Gordon Pereira forward. Mark Casemiro. In comes Quinlan Tran. Going to come past Roberto Sickles. It's still with Tran. Vong. Ball over across. Turner takes possession. Calmly brings it out. McNabb back pass to Stefanidakis. Now it's Alexander Turner. Comes wide here for Matthew McNabb. And invites Andre in. Takes it away. It's Matthew McNabb coming into the box. McNabb cross field, and no teammate, unfortunately, able to get contact to it. Mark Casemiro over for Raul Yakub, but now it's given away. It's Nicholas Stefanidakis. Ball comes into the box here, and Dion Neal gathers that one and is able to take it away. Charles Adu, Imam Muklis to Vong. Charles Adu now once again. Here is Raul Yakub. Speeding away from a few, looking to play through Mark Casemiro. Samson Mashamango making the crucial intervention. Now Paraskos Coombe. Fannin comes away from Bell, and that one's cleared into the stands. And out of play for a throw. Carpathios to Mashamango. Mashamango still looking for a far ball. It'll arrive behind Tennyson, force him backwards. Now Carpathios to receive. Comes wide and comes out for Andrade. Mamuklis to get ahead of Carpathios. And plays it wide to Mark Casemiro. Onwards for Raul Yakub, and in he goes here. Raul Yakub running at the defense. Ball looked to come through, but it's blocked out by Turner. Now Gordon Pereira. Imam Muklis arriving. Carpathios coming away with it. Now the challenge in from Gordon Pereira and Vong. It's Vong still with the ball here. An impasse back to Gordon Pereira. Now Charles Adu. And it will come back here. There is a player that stayed down, and it's George Carpathios. Not sure if he requires medical attention there, but he's back to his feet almost immediately there, so he must be okay. Not sure if that was a tactical decision from Carpathios. It held up the attack, but now here it comes again. Andrade. And now Quinlan Tran. Mark Casemiro on for Charles Adu. Then come away from Mashamango. Mashamango does well. Back to Roberto Sickles. Now take out Jeke. Comes wide here for Mashamango. Turns Muklis on a dime and looks to go back that direction, but Muklis does well. And Mashamango equally in possession. Dinks it over the top for Paraskos Coombe, and they'll still come through here for a CASUARINA throw. Less than 10 minutes of regulation time we have here. Will either of these two teams be able to break the deadlock? You suspect the next goal will be very critical in regards to the closing proceedings of this encounter. Gordon Pereira. Mashamango forward to Coombe. Dinks it forward in a hurry. And Fannin looks to come in with the challenge and does well. Fannin unable to get off the second ball. Stefanidakis sends it hurriedly wide to Matthew McNabb. Matthew McNabb past Andrade, turning it in. McNabb towards goal, and a teammate again not able to latch on to the end of it. And out of play for a goal kick nonetheless. Muklis collects and comes to the way of Raul Yakub. Gordon Pereira. Raul Yakub. Slices it wide to Jacob Andrade. Vong. Raul Yakub leaves the ball behind, and now Paraskos-Coombe looking to send it forward. Rising is Van Lingen, as well as Stefanidakis. Gordon Pereira coming to the ball and just clearing it out of play. Jaffet Tennyson throws it here to Alexander Turner. Now Sega Ajeke. Launching it long here. Van Lingen heads it out. Now Charles Adu going to come to Raul Yakub. He'll end that way. Vong back to Van Lingen. Now Andre. Possession here in this far side. Raul Yakub turning away from Tennyson. And now comes far post here to Mark Casemiro. Cuts inside, past a couple. Casemiro looking to cheekily dink it. Parried, saved by McAdam. Comes to the direction of Tennyson and Muklas. Tennyson turns away. Now Carpathios. It is now Sickles. Matthew McNabb. Back across inside for Carpathios. Shamango, Stefanidakis. Turns away from Quinlan Tran. Nice work by Van Lingen, but comes out here to Bell. Brought to ground, referee waving play on. Gordon Pereira. Now Raul Yakub. Still with Raul Yakub here, back to Gordon Pereira. Spills out to Vong here, space on his far side if they can find him. Here's Charles Adu. It'll go that way eventually. Charles Adu barreling down goal. Plays it across and a save by Kane McAdam. Denies that shot towards his goal. Now Carpathios looks to load up long, and that one will just roll on back for Van Lingen to collect. Now Dianu. Back to Ari McRae Van Lingen. Vong. Back to Andre. There's a player experiencing some injury trouble here. Substitution to take place here for Hellenic Athletic Club is Simon Bell. Big forward coming off the field, and his replacement is Stylianos Frontos. Very quick. Usually a defender, but looks to be coming to the complete other side of the pitch to see if he can get some goals with his pace. George Carpathios, who has stayed to ground here. Some attention being received. We hope he's okay to continue this game. Being helped back to his feet by a couple players, so doesn't look too comfortable on his feet. Couple of substitutions for Hellenic Athletic Club. Stretcher required here for George Carpathios, so almost certainly it is the end of the night for him. Wish him well, George Carpathios, as he is stretched off from the field. In the meantime, Nicholas Stefanidakis comes from the pitch and he's replaced by Ross Bilius. And it appears as though the ready-in replacement for Carpathios will be coming on the field for him, and that's number 17, Mario Camero. Sure we'll have some length of additional time. Of course, 88.5 minutes now ticks by on the Northcrest scoreboard. It'll be up to the discretion of the referee Albert Krause as to how long exactly is given. Pereira to Raul Yakub to Quinlan Tran. Raul Yakub, heavy touch for Mark Casemiro, but Raul Yakub can keep going here. And he comes for an attacking thrust here. Raul Yakub back to Imam Mukhlis. From distance he strikes, and from distance it goes well wide. A yellow card shown to Samson Mashamango for that challenge on Mark Casemiro. Goal kick here for Hellenic. Mashamango. Back for Ejeke. Now Alexander Turner. Out wide here for Matthew McNabb. Come past Andrade. Matthew McNabb turning inside, does well Andrade. And Charles Adu spins away from Ross Bilius. And now Raul Yakub. Back for Gordon Pereira. Imam Mukhlis spins away and plays it wide here. And unfortunately will slide away from Mark Casemiro. Mango throws it back to his goalkeeper, Kay McAdam. Now Alexander Turner. Harry Van Lingen gets it forward. McNabb to Villiers. Back for Matthew McNabb. Turns away and looks to come wide here. Matthew McNabb. Reaches Ejeke. Ejeke sends it forward looking for Coombe. Quinlan Tran pokes it away, and now Mark Casemiro. Raskos Coombe picks it up. Now Matthew McNabb. Coming forward, Matthew McNabb looking to inspire his side late on here. Roberto Sickles. Raskos Coombe can turn away and drive towards goal. Raskos Coombe. Now Ross Bilius from distance. Dinks it over for Sickles, back to Coombe. And Charles Adu takes it away from the Hellenic forward. And now the Rowdies can come the other way. Mark Casemiro looks to dink it away from one and look to get past Ejeke, but does absolutely well. Tegger Ejeke is putting a man of the match performance thus far and does well again. Van Lingen. Back here for Dion Newell. Gordon Pereira. Imam Muklis. Wide here for Vong. Now Raul Yakub. Back to Gordon Pereira. Raul Yakub. Looks to come wide to Vong, but it's given away. And substitution here late on as well. And a substitution as well late on here for Hellenic. Coming from the field is Roberto Sickles, and his replacement will be number 2. That's Andrew Savas. And we're running out more than 90 minutes there. Roberto Sickles and Andrew Savas, number 2, in his place. Charles Adu, and gives away the foul there late on. Ilias looks to send it forward to Stylianos Vrontos. Now Vrontos pacing his way down the line, and corner kick. Could this be the very opportunity that they are looking for here? Jeke coming forward, as well as Camero and Turner. By McNabb driven here. Quinlan Tran gets a header to it, and there's a Hellenic throw in here. Stylianos Vrontos. He has trademark long throw, which is like a corner. About to see it here. In comes Stylianos Vrontos with a long throw. Enters the box here. Headed out by Van Lingen. Back to Vrontos. Looks to get the cross into the box, and that one all but out. Referee's whistle is in the mouth. And that brings us to the end of 90 minutes there. Teams can't be separated after what has been an exciting contest between two sides. Goals to Matthew McNabb and Dylan Vong cancel each other out. Both teams share a point. And in the grand scheme of things in regards to the Premier League table, the Mindel Aces Football Club will end round 16 on top. Of course, they're on 31 points. The Rowdies going to 30 and Hellenic to 29. And such has been an exciting contest. My name's been George Scoufezes. It's been a pleasure to bring you this evening. And I have some Women's Premier League action tomorrow afternoon. But for now, we hope you have safe travels for the rest of your Saturday evening.